Myles, how do you feel about returning to the field on Sunday?
I feel good. I feel like I'm ready. I'm back to make a difference and change this game when I'm in it.
What was your reaction to that report last weekend that you were going to miss 2 to 4 weeks?
I didn't see it, so I mean, my body can tell me how long I need to be out or when I'm ready to go back, and it's telling me that I'm ready for some action right now.
Do you feel limited at all, Myles, by the shoulder and the bicep?
We'll see. And I've been kind of taking kind of light, trying to get there, but been progressing very well with my training and my treatments. So looking forward to just see what I can do, and I don't think I'll be hindered by it too much.
So do you anticipate being able to play as many snaps as you normally would?
I'm not sure yet. I've been kind of building up with the rep count in practice, and as far as seeing my tolerance and seeing different positions that I've gotten my shoulder and my arm into, and everything's felt good up to now.
Approach, Myles, I know it wasn't a football injury, but it was just, is an injury an injury? Do you approach it rehab in the same way as if you were getting injured in a game?
Yeah, I mean, it's all the same. Whether I got it here or like I got it off the field, it's all the same. Just got to keep on staying on it and treat it as best as I can.
What would it mean if you and Jadeveon can get out there going against this number one pass team in the league?
Well, they're only going to pass the ball if we make them. So we got to make sure that they don't get the inclination to start running the ball. We got to make sure that's shut down, and then once we're able to get them to second and long, third and long, got to make sure we have a good plan to get after this quarterback because he's very talented.
Did you talk to Jadeveon into getting out there on the practice field today?
I'm just trying to get his ass on the field for Sunday. Whether he practices or not, that's up to him. But we need him for Sunday.
He did say that he's kind of walking that fine line of not coming back too fast or too soon versus the desire to play.
I think he's itching to go, and I think we might be able to see him on Sunday make an appearance.
Do you return to the field with a renewed appreciation and vigor and all of that stuff, and gratitude for the game after everything that you've been through the past couple weeks?
I'm very grateful to be out here and be able to play with my teammates and just get the chance again. So I don't want to miss any time, whether it's football-related injury or anything. But when stuff like that happens, just you appreciate the people that are close to you, and you appreciate the things that you're able to do and blessed to do. And this is one of my callings. I want to be able to do it to the best of my ability until I can.
How hard is it to watch Ben loss on Sunday, especially the drive where they just run in that straight?
I mean, that was a tough drive to watch, and I know there was a couple of reps that in the summer our guys would like back, and there was that's a game I like back for myself, to go out there and play and make a difference. But there's a lot of games in the season. Got to put that one behind us and look forward to winning this one.
When you
Justin Herbert, just how good is he? What does he bring to the table, and what do you hope to do to him?
I mean, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league, even at his age. So, he got the mindset, he's got the IQ and the arm strength. He's really got the whole package as far as the quarterback position. But as far as what we want to do, we're just trying to get after him, trying to put him on the ground, and take the ball away from him. He's had some ball security issues at times, and so try to take advantage of some of his weaknesses that we see on the back end, and making sure that he doesn't have a clear path to seeing his receivers, make sure we get our hands up and frustrate them.
When you watch the Chargers offense on tape, do their statistics paint the full picture of what they bring? Like they're number one in passing, but I think they're 30th in rushing.
I don't think any statistics tell the full story. I mean, rarely do they. You have to watch it on film to see what's really going on, what's really happening. So as far as the rushing offense, I feel like they lean heavily on their passing offense just because they're so talented and they have such great playmakers. But I don't feel like they're deficient in running the ball. I feel like they could do it very well. They have some talented backs, especially Eckler, and they have a good enough O-line to run behind them. So it's really just they're so good in one area that they've been keep on pushing it. So I feel like if they want to run the ball, they have the opportunity to, but we got to make sure that they don't get that kind of feeling against us.
What do you mean? What do you think when you see a rookie backup is going to be starting to attack him? What did you see out of his first game?
I mean, it's the same thing as when I had a rookie my first game. Just study him like he's anyone else. I would study him like he was one of the top dogs in the game right now. So as much as I can, find out as much as I can about him. And when the game comes, nothing really surprises me. I think he did pretty well on his first game, last game. But I think even that short stint that he had some things that we can take advantage of and we can use to exploit.
Off of Scott's question, Myles. So when it's a rookie, do you expect to get chipped all day versus if it was Slater, you might actually get some one-on-one? You know what I mean? Like if it was the veteran guy, you might actually get some opportunity. But if it's a rookie, they're going to be chipping and sliding all day long, right?
I like how he's a second year. We're calling him a veteran, but he is very talented, especially for a second year guy. And it's hard to say. I've gone against some from very talented, Pro Bowlers, All Pros, and I've gotten chipped, very often still. And sometimes they leave me free with young guys because that's just what they're trying to do with the offense. So I don't want to say I'm expecting to get chipped because when you have a guy lined up there and you kind of tiptoe and then he doesn't chip you, then you're late on your rush and you're not able to get into your moves. So I just attack it as if if he's going to hit me, he's going to hit me, but I'm not going to back down or lose any momentum because he's there.
Defensively, closing has been an uneven thing for you guys through the first 4 games. He's given up like 50 points in the fourth quarter, which is the most of any quarter. Just how do you guys close games better collectively as a unit?
It's tough to say. I mean, I feel like there was some opportunities for us to close the game as in taking the ball away. Some of the drop picks or just tackles we could have made behind the line to seal the game, and we didn't. And especially with some of the coverage busts and miscommunications, as far as the back end, we just got to be all on the same page. And we have to rush as a unit, make sure we're getting pressure in his face, make sure that if he gets the ball off quick, it's behind the line, and if he holds the ball, then we're able to get to him.
When a guy like Justin Herbert is coming into the game with a cartilage fracture, how do you approach that?
I don't approach it any differently. No.
I remember Cam Newton wanted to make, a couple of years ago, he was wanted to make people think about his rib injury. You guys will probably.
I think he's already thinking about me and the rest of the guys already, so he doesn't have to be worried about his ribs anymore than just worrying about us rushing him.
How many times have you watched last year's game against them this week?
Once. I feel like they're a little bit different. They ran the ball a little bit more last year, especially against us, and they had a lot of success, and they may want to call back to that, but I don't think they will with just how talented they've been throwing the ball this year. I think they'll lean more heavily on that, and so I don't think it applies too much, but it does give us a little bit of blueprint of the routes they'll run and the blocking scheme that they'll use in the pass rush, against the pass rush.
What do you think it'll mean if all 3 of you guys that missed last week's game on the defensive line could return for this game?
I mean, it's only been one game where we haven't been all together, so I think that's what they're expecting. I think they're preparing as if we will all be back. So I'm sure that they're looking forward to the challenge, but they're also going to be respectful of what we can do once we're all on the same page and we're attacking.
You might be able to go back and see it on film, but when you're in the game setting, do you get a sense of the impact that you guys up front are giving to trickling back to your secondary? Do you feel that in a game, or is it just something you go back and watch and see that kind of impact that you have?
It's a little bit of both. I mean, once you're in the game, sometimes you feel what your the kind of disruption you're providing for the back end, and making them get the ball out quick, making them get out a little bit earlier than he'd want to, or a different angle, stuff like that. Tipping balls, making them frustrated. You can feel that in the game, but you can actually see the different angles and where things are supposed to time up, but they're not when you're looking at it from after the game on film.
Last week it seemed like you were ready to play when we talked to you on what day it was. Did you push it right up to the limit, and did they have to kind of talk you out of playing, or how did that decision go down?
I mean, it was really just the importance of the game early on in the season and my physical status. Thinking that another week to rest will be a little bit more beneficial than playing in this, and maybe setting myself back and then having to deal with my injuries a little bit longer than I should.
Is that something you've evolved with, like throughout your career? Jay-Z was talking yesterday that earlier in his career he might try to push through, like playing when he wasn't ready, but that he's kind of learned not to do that. Have you kind of had a similar path, I guess, in that thinking?
No, if I feel like I'm close enough to be as dominant a player as I know I can be, then I'm gonna play. But if I feel like I'm on the fence about it, or they're telling me otherwise, then I'm gonna pull back. But if I can play and I can give my best effort and be a difference in the game, then I'm gonna play regardless of how I feel.